This is my psychology assignment 2, task 1. So these are the two definitions that I found for arousal, and arousal is basically just how alert and awake you are. So there's 3 theories, and the first theory is the drive theory, and this theory proposes that there is a linear relationship between arousal and performance. It states that as your arousal increases, so does the quality of your performance. And this theory was devised by Hull in 1943, and Hull thought that high levels of arousal would intensify the dominant response, and this is said to increase the quality of your performance. So this is the graph that is associated with the drive theory, and as you can see, as arousal increases, so does your level of performance. The second theory is the inverted U theory, and this theory states that an athlete has a peak level of performance, and it is achieved when there is a moderate amount of pressure. This theory states that as the increase in arousal, the increase of the performance also increases, but only up to an optimal point. If arousal continues to increase past this optimal point, the performance will deteriorate. This is the graph that is associated with the inverted U theory, and the optimal point is the midpoint, and anything past performance starts to decrease again. The catastrophe theory is similar to the inverted U theory. However, this theory also predicts that a rapid incline in performance, which results in a combination of high cognitive anxiety and somatic anxiety. This theory states if you have a high cognitive anxiety, then arousal will increase your performance quality up to a certain point, but after this point, your performance will decrease drastically. However, if you have a low cognitive state of anxiety, then you'll perform exactly like the inverted U theory, and you'll have an optimal point, and anything past that point you will start to decrease. So concentration. If you are lowly aroused, your vision is very broad, and you lose focus very easily on the things that are in front of you. If you're at optimal arousal, then you can focus on anything you want that is in front of you. So like anything you want to do in the game, like a football, just focus on the play that's running at him. And if you're highly aroused, you have tunnel vision, and you can only focus on like what's in front of you. So like a tennis player can only focus on the ball all the man they're playing. So the similarities between these theories are all these theories state that arousal helps to increase performance, but all theories say that it only goes up to a certain point. The difference is that the drive theory states that arousal only increases performance, and at any point it says that it decreases it. The catastrophe theory occurs just because of anxiety, high cognitive and somatic, and the inverted U theory is one of the theories that states that there's an optimal point, and anything past this optimal point, the performance will start to decrease. So task 2. So these are the two definitions that I got for stress, and basically stress is just how you react to the situation you've been put in. So the parasympathetic nervous system and sympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system can also be known as the rest and digest system. This system conserves energy because it slows the heart rate down and increases the intestinal and gland activity once a stressful situation has occurred. The sympathetic activates the fight or flight response, and this response releases adrenaline so that you can either challenge what's in front of you or run away from it. So there are 5 causes of stress. Internal stress is a type of stress that you control, and it happens from within your body. External stress is a type of stress that you cannot control, and it's things that are happening around you, like the environment or the crowd. Personal stress can mean anything that's happening in your life at that moment in time. For example, a breakup or a death of a relative. And occupational stress is what you get from a work environment. So you could have deadlines to meet, or you could be worried about not hitting those deadlines, like an assignment. These are the definitions I got for anxiety. And anxiety basically is a state of feeling worried, nervous, or uneasy about a situation. The 2 types of anxiety, state and trait. State anxiety describes the experience of feeling unpleasant in a certain situation. An example of this could be taking a penalty in the World Cup final. Trait anxiety is what you are born with, you don't learn this. It's so if a footballer is angry at home, then they're gonna be angry on the pitch as well. Cognitive and somatic anxiety. Cognitive anxiety is a mental type of anxiety, and it is specific to the thought process that occurs during anxiety, such as concern or worry. So an example of this could be a boxer on his first professional fight. He could be against an experienced fighter, and he could be worried or concerned that he's going to get hurt. And somatic anxiety are the physical symptoms of anxiety, such as butterflies in the stomach. So Mo Farah could be about to run a marathon, and you could have butterflies before the race.